A very good evening, much thanks for joining us here on the program. Welcome to the weekend. This is Look Up Weekend. I am Nancy Nalima. Our sign language interpreter is Felista Adundo. A lot happening here in the 254. Let's begin. The political heat continues to rise among the leaders of Mount Kenya community following the controversial Limuru 3 conference. The conference has received endorsement from some leaders, while others label it as tribal and aimed at fulfilling personal agendas. The leaders noted they would continue to recognize Uhuru Kenyatta as the Mount Kenya kingpin until such a time that the former head of state would officially step down.
Tulienda kuwinda sisi wote kwa uchaguzi, tukapata swara ndio hiyo ikapatikana, lakini sisi watu wa mlima tulipewa matumbo. Nyama yenyewe ilienda na watu wengine. Sasa watu wa Mount Kenya lazima wajadiliane, wajue tutaendelea namna gani. Na kwa hivyo vile tumekuja leo, tunataka tuongee ndio tutoke hapa na msimamo mmoja kama watu mmoja, vile tutaendelea kama jamii na kuzingatia kabisa njia za kutatua mashida zetu tukiwa kitu moja na kushikamana tukiwa watu wamoja.
Hao wenye wanazunguka wakisema sijui Limuru 3, Limuru 2, sisi tunawaambia sasa wakati ambapo tuko kazini. Na siasa, wakati wa siasa itakuja. Wakati wa kupanga siasa itafika. Lakini sasa sisi hatuko hapo mahali ya Limuru 3, sisi tuko katika wakati wa kazi. Na ndio naona tukizunguka tukifanya kazi. Watu wa Kirinyaga hawana haja na ukabila. Watu wa Mount Kenya hawana haja na ukabila. Hao wanataka kujua kama wakiuza avocado iko na soko. Majani chai ina bei nafuu. Kahawa imeuzwa vile inatakikana. Kama iwe huyo mwenye wizara hiyo ametoka wapi, hiyo sio shida yetu. Shida yetu kama watu wa Mlima Kenya ni kuwa tunashughulikiwa na wale ambao tumechagua.
Interior CS Kiri, together with Defense CS Aiden Dwale, today officially transferred medical services from the military to the prison department at the Wanini Kiri Hospital. Speaking of the event in Ruiru, Kiambu County, Kindiki suggested that the hospital is one of the facilities designated to provide high-quality medical care for police officers and their families. Shamila Baraza with more.
In a bid to prioritize access to quality medical care to security personnel and their families and appreciate the crucial role of various security organs, Interior CS Kindiki has today officially handed over the Wanini Kiri Magereza Level 4 Hospital to Kenya Prison Service, which was constructed under the supervision of Kenya Defence Forces KDF. Professor Kindiki has charged the Kenya Prison Service KPS to maintain high standards of service and keep the facility in good order.
This is a 1.2 billion facility with state-of-the-art equipment for the ICU, HDU, theater, maternity, radiography, and all the segments that are critical in healthcare. Running this institution to make sure that the facilities that have been put here, the buildings and the medical equipment, are maintained in good order so that the good standards that we see here today are not run down.
Speaking during the handover ceremony, Kindiki has explained why he has transferred the hospital from KDF, indicating that all organs, agencies and formations of the country's internal security and defense forces reinforce each other in the spirit of collaboration and cooperation. Kindiki has also added that he will continue to foster a partnership between his ministry and KDF to build public trust and confidence in the organs of the national security.
While our roles are different, our mandate is the same, which is to secure our homeland, from internal and external threats.
Defense CS Aden Duale has stated that the transfer marks the beginning of the country's journey towards enhancing healthcare services for citizens, adding that the state-of-art facility stands as a testament to the commitment of the Kenya Kwanza government and KDF to the well-being and welfare of Kenyans.
The state-of-the-art facility stands as a testament to the unwavering commitment of the Kenya Kwanza government and KDF to the well-being and welfare of our citizens.
Shamila Baraza, Look Up TV.
Away from that, a 42-year-old man was found brutally murdered a few meters from his home in Basi, Kiri County. The deceased, Stephen Mabea, is alleged to have been abducted from his home by unknown assailants before being found dead with severe machete wounds. Maureen Bosire with the story.
Sadness has engulfed Basi constituency after a 42-year-old man was found murdered with serious head injuries. According to his wife Helen Kerubo, Mbea had told her that he was going to close the gate, and a few minutes later, Helen heard screams, prompting her to call her neighbor to check what was happening.
Steve alikuja saa moja akaniambia mimi naenda kufunga gate. Vile alienda kufunga gate, mimi nikaendelea kuweka makaa jiko nipikie watoto. Sasa vile naendelea kushughulikia watoto, nikasikia nduru. Kasikia nduru wakisema eti mwizi. Kutoka hapo nikakimbia. Nikaenda nikaambia jirani, hebu nasikia watu wanasema mwizi. Saa hii saa moja nani anaibiwa saa hii? Tukatoka nje na yeye tukakimbia. Tukaenda kuangalia. Kwenda kuangalia nikapata viatu yake yenye alinunua. Iko hapo kwa njia. Tukapata kijana mwingine akatuambia kuna mtu amekatakatwa hapo.
James Makori, an in-law to the late, alleged that the land that Mabea had purchased had issues and the case is already in court pending hearing.
Kuna kesi iko kotini bado inaendelea kuhusu hii shamba yenye Steve amenunua hapa Nyabisasi. Hiyo kesi iko kotini but bado ichaisha.
Stephen Osimo, a resident, claims that so many crimes have been reported in the area while relevant authorities have not done anything to curb the soaring rate of crime.
Ni aibu kubwa ya kwamba hapa kwenye mambo inafanyika hapa, station iko hapa tu kilomita 1 ama kilomita 2. Police station iko tu hapa. Na mambo hapo ndio inafanyika mbaya. Watu wetu wanahangaishwa hapa, watu wetu wanapiwa, watu wetu wanauliwa, wamama hapa wananajiziwa, na ni aibu ya kwamba serikali inajua hiyo maneno na inanyamazia.
Police and Forensic Crime Investigation Unit from Nyamache are investigating the incident as the body has been taken to Gembo Hospital mortuary. Maureen Bosire, Look Up TV.
Now, the Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Immigration, Julius Bitok, has inaugurated an office for identity card and passport services in the Moiben constituency of Uasin Gishu County. The office is expected to streamline the passport issuance process for residents of the area, with the government planning to establish similar offices in different parts of the country.
As a way of reducing the backlog of passports and identification cards, Immigration and Citizen Services PS Julius Bitok has initiated a plan to launch offices to handle those services in different counties. Speaking after launching an office in Moiben area, Uasin Gishu County, Bitok said that those offices will help Kenyans get services quickly without traveling and going to other offices to get those services.
This office is very important because it's going to provide services to the people of Moiben constituency and the environs. We are targeting to serve at least 200,000 people from this office we have set up here today. We no longer have a passport backlog. We have been able to clear. We instituted reforms and people now are getting passports in the shortest time possible. Yeah. So, and just to make it clear also, we are in the process of opening more offices for immigration.
Bitok also added that more than 200,000 residents will get those services, while saying the passports will only take 14 days to come out.
We also want to devolve the services of passports. But in Moiben here, we shall be having support services for immigration here also, as the area member of parliament has said. We shall have somebody there who will be helping the public to fill the forms for application of passport because these things are usually now done digitally. You do it on the digital platform. And we shall be having people here working from my State Department to support Wananchi across Moiben constituency. Whoever wants to apply for passport, they'll be assisted to fill in the forms, but the processing will be done in Eldoret and in Nairobi.
Phyllis Bartol, Moiben Member of Parliament, added that it is a relief for the residents of the area because they were traveling many kilometers to get those services.
Today, we have brought the services closer to the people, and this particular service, this particular Huduma Service Center is not only going to serve Moiben constituency, but it will go beyond our constituency and serve neighboring constituencies like Marakwet West. We have Trans Nzoia, we have Soy on this side, including Ainapkoi.
Ebi Kadenyi, Look Up TV.
2,000 students at Ngea Primary School have not reported to school 5 days after the schools reopened following lingering fears in the Mai Mahiu area after floods disaster that claimed over 60 lives. Teachers and parents of the school have said it will take time before the fear subsides, enabling students to return to school. The situation has raised concern among education stakeholders who fear that the students' education might be disrupted. George Kayesi with more.
As term 2 began this week, starting with the 2-week deficit, it is a tale of two worlds. Learners across the country are making the most of the first week of the term. The situation in Mai Mahiu, struck by devastating tragedy, present a harsh reality. Over 2,000 learners who are yet to report to school.
Wakati hili janga lilitokea, wanafunzi wengi hawajaweza kurudi shuleni. Wale tumepokea hawajafika 1,000. Jana walikuwa wamefika 800. Kwa hivyo ni watoto wengi hawajarudi shuleni. Tunajua wameadhirika kwa sababu wengi wao, ndugu zao, wazazi wao waliangamia kwa maji.
As parents face the daunting challenge of getting their children to school, there is a growing concern that majority of students might not resume their education due to widespread challenges caused by the flooding.
Watoto wetu wameadhirika sana kwa sababu wengi vitabu vyao, uniform yao, kila kitu ambacho walikuwa wamebeba, bagi ya shule, wanakuja bila. Kwa hivyo wako na shida kubwa. Wengine ukienda darasani, unauliza mwanafunzi, nani anakaa hapa? Anasema ni fulani, yule ambaye nyumba yao ilibebwa na wazazi wao wakafa. Wengine unamuuliza, unasikia anakuambia fulani aliaga.
Amidst these concerns, there are calls for the government to provide counselors and mentors to collaborate with teachers for the benefit of the affected individuals in their journey to rebuild their lives.
Watoto wengi saa hii bado wako na depression, hawaendi vizuri. Wangu mmoja nilimleta shule asubuhi na akaniambia nikuje niambie mwalimu, hata hakubuki mahali alikuwa nakaa. Kwa hivyo mwalimu akumkumbushe mahali alikuwa nakaa. Ukiangalia mambo kama haya, unaona akili zao bado hazijakuwa sawa.
Walimu wenyewe wanahitaji counseling. Walimu wenyewe wanahitaji, kwa sababu mmoja wao aliadhiriwa, wazazi wao waliadhiriwa, watoto wao wameaga, wengine hawana chochote. Kwa hivyo wako na burnout. Wakiweza kupata mtu kutoka nje, wamekaribishwa sana.
With the fate of learners hanging in the balance, the focus now shifts to the measures the government will implement to ensure comprehensive syllabus coverage and that every student in the country has an equal opportunity until the end of the second term. George Kayesi, Look Up TV.
We take a very short break here on the program. So much more on the other side, including efforts to mitigate the adverse climate change by students from Machakos County. Don't go too far.